zusammen, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Diana and I make videos all about my life here in Germany. Today I'm going to be actually talking about some of the things that I really admire about Germans. For those of you who have been watching me for a while, you obviously know that I like to engage with as many Germans as possible and learn about the culture. I'm very curious when it comes to this, and through many conversations that I've had with Germans, I have grown to admire a lot of things about the culture and the way of living. So I wanted to finally share that with you guys. Obviously this is not everything, but these are some of the top things that come to mind. The first thing that I've really grown to admire is the appreciation that Germans have for nature. Now, I have never met a culture like this before. It's really insane how much they love nature. They love being by the water, by the forest. They love leaving big cities and escaping into the wild, as I like to call it. But they just absolutely love being surrounded by nature. Now, when I tell people that I am from Canada, usually the next comment that I will get is, "Oh my God, I've heard it's so beautiful, the mountains, the trees, the lakes. It must be amazing over there." And then I kind of have to disappoint them a bit when I tell them that I'm actually from a big city. I'm from Toronto and I don't actually get out into the nature very often myself. But now that I am in Germany, I definitely want to take advantage of that. It's obviously much easier to travel across Germany in comparison to Canada. So I want to go ahead and see, you know, all the beautiful mountains, forests, lakes. So I am going to try to push myself to do this a bit more during the summer because Germans have made me very curious about this and have made me want to leave my laptop and my computer and laptop and computer is the same thing. My laptop and my phone and just escape into the wild for a couple of days. Another thing is that Germans have a very relaxed approach when it comes to drinking. Obviously, Germans have amazing beer and they love drinking their beer, but I like the approach that they have when it comes to drinking because it's much more relaxed, and when they drink, it's not necessarily to get drunk, to get crazy, to relieve stress at the end of the week like it is in North America. It's all about, you know, taking in the surroundings around you, relaxing with friends and family, having good conversation over a glass of wine and beer. And it's much more about the social gathering aspect rather than, you know, trying to get all crazy, like I said, for the weekend or just drinking to forget your problems like a lot of people do in North America. I have grown to appreciate obviously the beer gardens and just the energy that's in there because it's so awesome just to go into the beer gardens, have a couple of drinks, you know, and just relax and then go back to work the next day, and it's not a big deal. You don't have to go to work with a hangover. The third thing that I wanted to talk about is how Germans really love to challenge themselves. They love to learn new languages. They're very curious also about different cultures, and it's very common to meet a German who can speak 3 or more languages, or, you know, they're constantly challenging themselves to expand their knowledge, and that's really inspiring to me. I know that in schools here, the second language that they have to learn is English, but they also have the option to learn other languages as well. So it's really cool because it's amazing how they just always constantly want to be learning. They also love reading books, you know, non-fiction books, learning about the world and just expanding their knowledge. And that's really great because it motivates me as well to challenge myself to obviously learn German, which I am working on, and also push myself to learn about other things and explore other hobbies. So I definitely appreciate that here. And I feel really motivated, especially in Berlin, where everybody has their own side hobbies and everybody has their own little side hustles and they're constantly working on their own personal projects outside of work. It's really cool, and it's an awesome environment to be in. And the fourth and final thing that I wanted to talk about is how much I really love that Germans love to travel as much as I do. So it's really great to be able to meet so many like-minded people who love to explore the rest of the world. It's one of my favorite hobbies to do. I absolutely love to travel, learn about new cultures, as I mentioned, and Germans also have this curiosity and this passion for travel as well, which I wish that North Americans adapted a bit more. I know that North Americans tend to stick to the same areas, you know, Mexico, Cuba, all of these like similar areas, and they don't really explore the rest of the world too much. But Germans, I swear, they've been everywhere. They have the most awesome travel stories, and it really inspires me to discover new places, discover new cultures, and yeah, it just motivates me to want to save up more money and travel as much as I can. So yeah, that is pretty much all that I wanted to talk about for today. I would be actually really curious to know what is your favorite country that you've ever traveled to, so I can get some more ideas of where to go and where to explore. I would have to say probably my top 2 favorite places so far has been Tokyo. I absolutely love Tokyo. You guys know I've just been there, and then I also love Bali a lot. So those would be like my 2 favorite places, but if you want to let me know down below, that would be amazing, and I will talk to you all very, very soon. Cheers!